Democrat leaders blasting President Trump over striking Iran, calling the action reckless. Chuck Schumer writes on X, quote, "The self-proclaimed peace president is the most trigger-happy, destructive president in the history of our country, fitfully lashing out with no strategy." Not all Democrats have this assessment, however.
Pollster and former Clinton advisor Doug Schoen writing in an op-ed on foxnews.com saying, quote, "Very sadly, many in my party seem more interested in regime change in Jerusalem than they are in regime change in Tehran." He joins us now. Doug, great to see you. Why is it that many in your own party choose what is politically favorable in their own view rather than what is good and just and correct?
Very good question, Dagan, and thank you for having me. I think the answer is the Democratic Party is now largely the captive of the left. And the left has the energy, the enthusiasm, and yes, the money. And the leadership, Chuck Schumer on down, is catering to them and not standing with the president at a moment of national crisis and a national security issue where, yes, there can be congressional oversight, but no, when we're in the midst of an attack and a war, we should be standing together as one nation to eliminate terror and support freedom for the Iranian people.
Senator John Fetterman seems like a pretty lonely guy in your party, Doug. Is he as lonely as he seems, or are there more in that party willing to speak up in the manner you're suggesting?
I think Senator Fetterman, who I associate myself with proudly, and I are a lonely group. If there are more of us, I'd love to hear from them. But I've read the comments that the leadership and Democrats and the rank and file have made, and I see very few who have supported the position, I think rightly, that Senator Fetterman and I tried to articulate in my foxnews.com piece.
Mm-hmm. We want to get your take also on this. Democrats attacking President Trump's operation in Iran in their latest steps to push their affordability agenda. Doug, listen.
This administration somehow found the resources, has found billions of dollars for bombs, but can't find any money to actually bring down the high cost of living here in the United States of America. We're seeing the beginning of an all-out war in the Middle East. At the same period of time where Donald Trump and his administration and Republicans have cut more than $1 trillion from Medicaid, ripped away food in terms of nutritional assistance from hungry children, seniors, and veterans, and they're spending our taxpayer dollars to start another war in the Middle East that we know is not going to end well for the American people.
Well, Doug, I could talk about those falsehoods all day, but in essence, spending by the government doesn't actually help affordability. It actually caused the unaffordability and the inflation problem, the runaway inflation of printing money to sop up all the trillions of dollars in excess spending and borrowed money by, well, you guys, the Democrats.
I wish I could disagree, Dagan. And the first job of the president is to protect the national security of the United States, which is what President Trump is doing here. And the false choice that Hakeem Jeffries offers is a cruel hoax to the American people, because unless we're safe and secure, we will not be able to provide for our citizens and provide the social safety net that he and certainly I and I think a lot of Republicans want to provide.
Doug Schoen, I hope somebody on the left is listening to you, my friend, because right now it seems like they are not. But we appreciate you joining us tonight. Thanks.
No, thank you for having me.
All right.
Thanks, Doug.